So, do you have any tips? You study the psychology of conspiracy theories. You've got a big background on this. So, how can people engage in discussions with those who believe unfounded conspiracy theories?
I think first, be careful of your tone. Make sure you're not just othering people because it's important to understand why that person has got that viewpoint. We know that people believe in conspiracies as a way to help with their anxiety, their threat, to try and understand the complex world that we live in, to try and understand how someone got to that point. Ask them, why do you believe in conspiracies? What kind of brought you here? And if you're able to kind of work out some of the inner workings, such as they indicate anxiety over the pandemic or whatever it is, we can try and deal with those feelings as opposed to trying to combat the conspiracy. But of course, giving people the facts and debunking is important. But for someone who's invested in their belief, it's going to be very challenging to do that. So potentially by starting to think about the psychology and why they got there could be a real good step.
And, for us here in the Cube, there's been a wave of misinformation about the coronavirus. Why do you think people hold on to these beliefs, particularly in a time like this?
So these beliefs come their worldview. It's how they see the world. And with any of our beliefs, we're committed to hold on tight to them. Because if we were suddenly just to change what we think, change our beliefs, we will have a big change in our identity. We'll have loss. So it's important that when we start to change people's conspiracy beliefs, we understand that it's going to be a cycle. It's going to be a change that takes over time. Because if someone suddenly wakes up and they're a different person, that's not going to happen. They have to start going through it very slowly. Because as they say, they are motivated. And of course, it offers a very simple solution to a very complex problem. So people want to hold on to that.
And so for you, you've been looking at this for quite a long time, and it can be difficult to talk with people who, for example, are family members or friends. Would it take a long time to have these discussions? It's not really a snap discussion, is it? How difficult can it be?
I think it's very difficult and it is challenging, and it is worth acknowledging that. That's something that's going to happen over time, where you start with the conversations by understanding first and then working through to affirm critical thinking abilities, get them to really evaluate their belief. But no, it's definitely not something that happened over time. Indeed, when they first got involved in conspiracy theories, it wouldn't have been a quick decision. It would have been something they engaged with over a period of a few weeks, potentially, where they're engaging in different content. So no, it's having the wider picture and thinking, no, this is kind of a long-term aim to try and change someone's belief.